Previously on the GAA2, y'all.
Oh, you better turn around. Something's happening. Something's happening.
Alright, let's resolve this case.
Look, if you had one shot to use the same intro you used in the first part of Tears of the Kingdom, would you take it or just let it slide? Welcome back to the finale of Great Ace Attorney. There's basically probably no gameplay whatsoever in this section, but then again, Ace Attorney isn't exactly known for its gameplay in the first place. Where we left off, Cosmo was saying there's still one thing that's bothering me. Selden sounds a lot like Celadon, which means green. So was he related to Olive Green? That was what somebody said in the comments, and it kind of that was interesting that people come up with theories like that. What's that? The will that Lord Clint Van Zeeks wrote before his duel with my father. You know, Dance with My Father. What a crazy title for a crazy song. Let me tell you. Asogi is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. That did seem kind of weird because, like, supposedly you just killed him, but, like, if they agreed to it, sort of like a certain two characters in a certain chapter 4 of a certain Danganronpa game, I won't say any more than that. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is to take a nice steamy dump. The second, I cannot commit to paper because I'm using the paper to wipe the dump. I've confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Nipponese friend, I rest my quill. Clint Van Zeeks. The one and only. What can the second of his final wishes have been? That your father agreed to honor, you mean? Let me think about it while I facepalm here. I think perhaps... Oh, who is this? Is it Edgeworth? Oh, it's you. Just as good. I might be able to shed some light on that. Because I was there, you remember. Well, if he swallowed the ring, it's almost like he didn't want... Well, he didn't swallow the ring, though, right? Because they fabricated that. It was 10 years ago, as you know, the day before the execution was scheduled. I went to the prison to say my farewells to Genshin. Imagine my surprise when he took off his mask. Why aren't you putting up more of a fight, Genshin? If you'd only agreed to it, Seishiro and I would gladly petition the government. We've been through this already. You don't need to worry about me. Anyway, Yujin, I have a favor to ask of you. Something of great importance. Damn. You're one of my greatest friends, Genshin. Whatever it is, consider it done. Yeah, well, this one might be a little too big for you. I'm gonna tell you an address. I need you to go there at once, in secret and telling no one. You should find a Lady of the Gentry in hiding there. Lady of the Gentry? She's not in a good way. And she's with child. The birth is imminent. Oh my gosh. As a medical man, I'd like you to attend to her. Please, you're her only hope. By any chance, is the child yours, Genshin? Don't be daft. Of course it is. It's a favor that was asked of me by a man I knew, as his dying wish. My goodness. You couldn't just do it yourself, obviously. Wouldn't be very easy from in there. I swore to the man that I would help. That I would do whatever I could for his wife and his unborn child. But if something should happen to me, I need to ask you that same favor. You're the only person I know that I can truly rely on. What did you say? If something should happen to you, tomorrow night you're gonna be... You never know, though, do you? What life will bring, or what death will bring, or both at the same time. Alright then, tell me the address. I'll head there at once, but Seishiro, no. Not with that asshole. Pardon? That asshole's gonna kill me tomorrow. This is a favor I'm asking of you, and only you, Yujin. You, Yujin. Yunjin Kim. Right, I see. Very well then. Wow. So just sowing the seeds of love here, aren't we? That very night, I caught a train from Paddington to Dartmoor and Devon. And Paddington is the most British name for a city there could ever be. I found the old house in the middle of nowhere. It was an old hunting hound lay asleep in the grounds. He was about to maul me, but oh gosh. The poor woman was on the floor at the back of a darkened room. She was in mortal danger. I broke her waters to precipitate the labor before she weakened further, but it was a torturous birth. Oh. I did everything humanly possibly for her. Is that a typo? Oh my gosh. For her and her child. Why am I talking about typos right now? Oh, that's terrible. And in the end, I was lucky enough to welcome a new life into the world. But tragically. Yeah, ugh. I love her hair, jeez. My efforts to save the mother's life were in vain. I held the healthy newborn girl in my arms and wept for longer than I care to remember. Oh, shoot. Eventually, in something of a daze, I looked around the room. There was precious little in it, but an old travel trunk caught my eye. It had clearly been well looked after over the years. 10 years ago, so this must be... But it was when I saw the emblem on the side of it that everything dropped into place. Sure enough. Wow, so the whole time she was writing that book about Hound of the Baskervilles, not knowing that she herself was part of the family. Jeez. You mean the woman was the wife of Lord Clint van Zeeks? That's right. The newborn was his daughter. How? Oh my god, so that's how she... Oh. Well, that makes no sense. Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted the child to my care in that case? I was completely unaware that he even had a daughter. I suppose he didn't really have any choice. What? Well, your brother said that he'd confessed everything to his wife. So she must have been beside herself with worry for her child. If the true identity of the professor were ever to be made public, the girl would be forever branded as the daughter of an infamous mass murderer. Yeah, ugh. So the only solution was to distance the young girl from the Van Zeeks family as much as possible. So he's like her uncle, oh my god. No way, dude. I imagine that in his final hour, Lord Clint van Zeeks made the obvious choice. He would have thought to himself, this Japanese man here is someone I can trust. I mean, I sure should hope so, I tell you. I honored my promise to Genshin, of course. However, only a month later, I was summoned back to Japan. And without disclosing the parentage of the child, I couldn't obtain permission to take her with me. So... I was completely at a loss, so that's how she ended up with Holmes then. In the end, I had to ask my great friend. A friend greater than any man you've ever met. I asked him if he would be a father to her. Yep. Oh, it's good to get... I wasn't sure if they were going to answer that. Wow, okay, they actually went there. He took one look into my eyes and agreed to it on the spot. Mr. Holmes, he has a heart of gold. Doesn't he, though? Really, all that can be said, I did for the child, was give her a name. Oh? Please tell me what it is. We're all in suspense over here. When I come to Gritton, I was trying to escape from the grief of losing my darling wife. Because nobody can be happy in this world, you know? So it was her name that I gave the little girl. Your wife's name, Professor Mikitoba. In other words... the name of my mother. Yep. Ayame Mikitoba. Ayame? I should seriously learn Japanese, that'd be fun. That's right, Ayame. Or in English, Iris. Dun dun dun! Yep. Like we didn't see it coming, but still though. It's like, it's only when you get that final confirmation, you just have to be sure. Because you never know at the last second, you know. Oh gosh. Mr. Naruhodo, what's wrong? Is he calling me now? This little thing just pinched me on the behind through my Yeah, okay, great. Oh, my dear fellows, can you hear me? Mr. Holmes, is that you? Ding dong. Oh, God. Yes, yes, we can hear you. Stop or I'll fart on you. You see what excessive tugging can do. Let that be a lesson to you. Well, we're not like we're ever going to use this thing again. I mean, we probably will. Mr. Holmes, we weren't able to thank you properly before, but you were simply marvelous. Your checkmate move was a stroke of genius. Indeed it was, wasn't it? I surpassed myself, I feel. It had become apparent to me that to stop the Lord Chief Injustice would require such measures. Runo, Susie. Hey. Oh, Iris, we just found out something about you. You want to hear? Oh, I'm so pleased. What a wonderful outcome. Her Majesty Queen Vicky said she thought my special blend was delicious. My special blend? Oh, I'm losing it. I'm sure she did. After all, no one brews a more delicious tea than you do, Iris. Let's have a party to celebrate. And Mr. Reaper, you simply must come too. Well, good lord. I'm afraid I couldn't. It's just like Edgeworth not wanting to come to the dinner. Gumshoe's like, no, you're coming along, man. It's on me, even though I'm poor. The Reaper of the Bailey, flustered by a 10-year-old girl. Again. Just like Phoenix was flustered by Pearl that time. No, really, oh poo. Oh poo poo poo. But I give you my word that I shall present myself at your residence in the near future to express my gratitude. Aw. Oh, how lovely. You promised now, I won't let you forget. Bye for now then. Alright, Iris, thank you for all your help earlier. Oh, that was nothing. Just come back home soon. Will do. Oh man. Wait, whoa, huh? Wait, you just called me, we just hung up, didn't we? Or one final pinch goodbye. Oh, like the final objection, yeah. Man. I was gonna say, what are you so happy about? But like, we just won, dude, of course we're happy. Well, I think I ought to be leaving. Not you too. Lord van Zeeks, would you care to accompany me? Since we're friends now and everything. Certainly, I'd love to. You ever been to the Outback? Try that steak out there? Mr. Naruhodo, allow me once again to express my deep gratitude to you. I believe you've saved my life. Oh man. That is like, oh god, that's the greatest thing to hear from a person. That might literally be the greatest thing that you can hear from a person, like the greatest compliment you can get from someone. Wait, Lord van Zeeks. It's not that simple. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to kick your ass. But it didn't work out that way, you know? Because it never does. Yes. What was that you were saying? What are you intending to do now? Well, I was thinking about taking up painting. Well, clearly, I shall have to resign from the prosecutor's office. No, you won't. You get back on the prosecutor's path. Or do you want to become a defense attorney? Could be that too. I intend to publicize the full truth about the Professor case. Once that's done, the Van Zeeks family will be ostracized completely from London society. So then come to Japan with us, man. Surely not. They'll understand. Man, I almost wish we had broadcast that court proceeding, huh? So as soon as I am free from my employment, I shall leave the capital. It's gonna suck not getting to wear this fancy uniform anymore, but maybe I'll just wear it anyway, I don't know. Oh, I see. Don't be a fool. Oh, shoot. Are those the actions of a man once feared as the mighty Reaper of the Bailey? I beg your pardon. I was gonna pay for your steak, but I might just change my mind here. For the past 10 years, you've endured that pseudonym and been cast as one of the dark forces yourself. Now that you've finally been freed from that disrepute, your battle is just beginning, surely. Oh wow, I just had a gurgle in my throat. Well, I certainly never expected to hear those words from your lips. I waited a very long time to come to London. Now I'm properly here. I intend to learn all that I can. Oh, do we still have to go back to Japan, though? Because, like, that thing came in, that telegram or whatever. So anyway, goodbye for now, Rinosuke Naruhodo. See you next time. In the next game that will never happen, Kazuma Asogi. It seems as though he's really matured suddenly. I mean, who would have thought we'd be here after all that time thinking he was dead? Good lord. He's not the only one who's matured, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, I think we should make our way back to Baker Street. We must help Iris with tonight's dinner. Ha, we must. Hell yeah, dude, the blue apron box just came in. Gotta break out those vegetables. break out those pinto beans. It was then, and only then, that I came to an important decision about my future. November 4th, 6:25 p.m. That's a beautiful time of day. Holmes is sweet. I'm home! Oh, hi there. Hello. Didn't think we were gonna see you again. About time you got here. We've been waiting ages, Otto. What are you doing with that colorful piece of history? She seems very happy. It's a party, isn't it? Gonna go off with a bang. I mean, fireworks, ideally. But when you ain't got fire, smoke's the next best thing, ain't it? There's a girl on Fresno Street who will like a word with you. Oh, screw that. I know, I've been doing this for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing. I'll remember that. You don't have to reload that thing every time I speak. I'm standing right here now. What is it? I'm told the winner, sir. You really must hear this. It's quite the most extraordinary thing. Now? Oh. I can't even follow the conversation anymore. I assure you, it will defy your expectations. Take down every detail now, Mikitoba. The world-famous great detective regaling his partner with the tale of his adventure. A sight to behold. Would you care to hazard a guess? Where do you suppose the fiendish runaway had concealed himself? Would you believe? Inside the trunk I found abandoned in his cabin. I think he was there. Unless he's talking about a different... Anyway. I would believe it, yes. I'll say, Mikitoba, I detect not a hint of surprise. I wonder why that is. Maybe because I was there at the scene as well, Holmes. What? You were? Then why the deuce didn't you say so before? You shit-eating cock monkey? It's not quite the sight I was expecting to behold, but still. It's hard not to feel privileged to see it. Hello, Mr. Holmes, Professor Mikitoba. I'm finally back from the Bay. And not a moment too soon. A feast prepared by Iris and Miss Susanoo awaits. Damn. I must say, I haven't seen Susanoo looking so happy in a very long time. Well, you say that as, okay, yeah, 10 years, I guess. Oh, Bruno, there you are. Dinner's on the table, everyone. Please do come and take a seat. And don't pick the poisoned ones. Time to fill me boots. Okay. Hope you're not eating out of them. Goodness, is that really true, Gina? Oh, she's regaling her own tale now. Yep, I'm losing me copper's club and going back to what I know best. It's a diver's life for me. Oh, really? Wait a minute, You're really leaving the police force? But why, Ginny? Because it sucks, and my boss is dead, and well... Yeah, I mean, that's pretty well... Yeah, I guessed it. Oh. And anyway, no matter how hard I try, that Reaper ain't never gonna accept a dive-and-turn-dick, is he? Whoa. Do I need to make another screenshot? Jesus Christ. Okay, then. Well, people can change, you know. Not me. Oh. Oh, yes, that reminds me. I had rather thoughtfully offered to relieve the bailiff of this now defunct piece of evidence. It's the inspector's pocket watch. And the crown has been reattached. Aw. Is he like gonna give it to her as a memento, you know? To remind her of what she was working on? Because, you know, you start on something like that, you don't just want to throw it all away. I mean, sure, she lost her boss, yeah, that sucks. But at the same time, that watch was his pride and joy, a symbol of his great achievements at Scotland Yard. And now they are your achievements. For 10 years without fail, it measured every second of the man's remarkable career. Some of those seconds were involved sitting on the pot, but... Okay, that's 2 jump jokes, enough already. But now it's stopped. Just like him. Oh, damn it. Someone needs to keep the memory of Inspector Gregson's career alive. By taking on the great responsibility of winding that watch every single day again. Oh, gosh. Yes, someone with an equally fierce detective spirit. You know. Like you. Where's that dog, anyway? It's gotta be me. It's gonna be me. There ain't no one else. Quite right. I mean, after all, the boss was... he was my boss, you know? Yes, Ginny, yes he was. I can't have these 2 girl British young voices going at the same time here. Oh, have we ever seen this sprite from her? Like, good lord. This pose, I mean? It's not really a sprite. Oh yeah, and I made you a promise and all, didn't I, Iris? That I'd become a proper detective one day and track down your old man. Ooh. Well, you can start right now if you want, because, like, we can do a deduction dance right here in the room. Alright, then it's decided. I'll do it. And I swear, I'll find your dad and bring him kicking and screaming. Oh, yeah, about that. I'm not entirely sure that would be appropriate. Yes, I think, Gina, it might be best to, well... I think I'd like you to forget that promise, Jenny. Oh, does she know? She probably knows. I mean, frickin' A. Aw. Well, obviously, I've always wondered about who my real daddy is. Of course I have. I wanted to know where I've come from. I thought it might tell me something about myself. But I've got such a lot of trouble trying to find out. For so many people. Hurley, Bruno, Professor Mickey. Oh, Professor Mickey. Oh, no, not at all, my dear. Really, you owe no apology to anyone. Well, anyway, I've decided to give up on it. Because I finally realized my daddy is the greatest in the world. And he's standing right here. I don't think it matters what his name is or where he's from. Don't you agree? Hurley? Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh, dude. With every word, Iris. I love how even when the music is like kind of emotional like this, it's still sort of silly at the same time. Thank you, Harley. Thank you, Daddy. I think Mikitoba. What do you think? Why are you thinking right now? You should be feeling, not thinking. I think I ought to express my gratitude to you. Oh! For 6 years, you and I solved many a mystery together. And during that time, I remember countless expressions of gratitude for our good services. But a moment ago, I heard the most pleasing expression of gratitude of them all. And I should never have experienced it, were it not for you. You old softy, Sholmes, yeah, you know what he's talking about. Oh, but I must confess, it's a weight off my mind to hear you say it. Well, me too, you know? Well, then, I think this calls for a lengthy... I can't finish that sentence, I don't want to hear it. Oh, well, the food would go cold, that's the only problem. Maybe next week, Hurley. You know, when things have settled down a little bit. Are you sure a week is long enough, Iris? What kind of solo are you playing? You're playing Inagata Devita or something? Wait, that's a drum solo. Anyway. Even amidst the most troubling of cases, even reeling in the years from the most shocking of revelations, returning in the evening to this suite of rooms, there's always warmth and happiness to be had. Because nicer beauty can't be had, the home of the world's greatest detective. And my home too, with my greatest family. Oh my gosh. I think as much as I don't want to admit it, this is like really sweet. Oh, now it's all nighttime and everything. 9:37 p.m. I'm recording this at 9:58 p.m. Don't believe me? Okay, well, 10:02. Jeez, alright. Huh. This attic room has been my home and office for almost a year now. I've certainly had some unforgettable experiences whilst I've lived here. Arguments about shovels. But I think now the time has come. Time to bid this place farewell. Oh no. There's something so sad about that though. I've done that more times than I could count in my life. And it's always sucks. Still remember leaving that apartment in Wisconsin, watching Super Genius's Final Fantasy VIII Part 19 on the last day before I took down my computer. Oh, Professor, what are you doing up here? You can't be up here. Are you alone? I didn't hear any sound from Susado's room. Yeah, Susato-san went out after dinner. She took a carriage. Something about an important matter she needed to take care of. Ah, I see. Wasn't there something where, like, she knew about something about the Hound of the Baskervilles? Maybe that's, like, she's going to that pawn shop to, like, get it or something? I don't know. Or to put it away or whatever. I wanted to thank you for what you did earlier. Oh? With Iris, I mean. When the subject of her father came up. Lord Clint Van Zeeks. I made up my mind many years ago never to tell her who her real father was. It's what was agreed with Genshin after all. Boy, you don't usually see this guy looking straight onto the screen, man. Oh, I tell you. Lord Clint Van Zeeks' final wishes before he died, you mean? Yes. I've had to take some rather drastic steps at times to protect that secret, you know. Calling Susanoo back to Japan 6 months ago, for example. That's why? Oh, gosh. When I read Sosuke-san's report about his final days in London, my heart nearly stopped. You stumbled across the crux of that terrible case, the dog's collar. Oh, yeah. The description of the Baskerville insignia left me in no doubt. Baskerville. What an epic name, too. Baskerville just has so much emphasis. The B in general. If you decided to investigate that insignia, sooner or later, you'd have made a connection to the Van Zeeks. And to make matters worse, Susanoo knew of the unpublished story as well. There you go. A story that Iris had written based on my notes from the time. Ah, yes. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Exactly. It was a work of fiction, but based on the grim reality of a huge beast of a dog being used as a murder weapon. What a terrible thing to do to a dog, man. A dog with the Baskerville family emblem around its neck. Armed with those two clues, I feared you and Susanoo might arrive at the truth. So I invented that story about having collapsed to justify her leaving London and returning to Japan at once. As Lord knows your dumbass wouldn't have figured it out by yourself. All in aid of halting any investigations you and she might have been contemplating. I see. Then that whole electric thing happened, kind of distracted us. Something I've never understood. It's why Susanoo-san came across that manuscript in Japan, though. Oh, that's right. You know, Iris's Hound of the Baskerville story, I mean. Holmes sent it to me. That was before Susanoo left Japan. I see, yeah. He was very troubled about what should be done about it, you see. I'd read it and carelessly left it on my desk, which is where Susanoo came across it, of course. Oh, there you go. It was the only case Schultz and I ever pursued that I didn't record in meticulous detail. I was stunned when I discovered that young Iris had pieced together so much of it from my paltry notes. Holmes and I discussed the matter and decided we couldn't allow the story's publication. At that point, I returned the manuscript by post to Holmes for safekeeping. So you did all that to stop Iris from finding out the truth about her father. Did what I had to do, man. That's right, because Holmes had told me how astute she'd become. So again, comes back to that whole thing with, like, how much of the truth do you tell? Like, sometimes people need to know, maybe sometimes they don't. Ugh. However, having witnessed events in court today, I must say my opinion has somewhat shifted. Oh? I think at some point in the future, the time will come for Iris to know the truth. Well, there we go. And when it does, well, I believe it will be for the best. Well, here's hoping. I think so, too. I almost kind of wonder if she already knows, though. I don't know. Actually, Professor, I wanted to talk to you about something, too. Yeah, about me going back. He just said he was going to say goodbye to the room, so judging from that expression, I'd say you've come to a decision, have you? Yes, I have. Now, one of two endings. Which is it going to be? Find out next time. I'm just kidding. I will be returning with you to Japan. Are you quite sure? Are you off your rocker, mate? I was just making that up to speed you along. No, I'm really only here as a substitute for Kazuma. But he's here in Britain now, as originally intended. Somehow. Locum student Naruhodo doesn't really have a right to stay, I think. Oh, man. Well, when you put it like that, geez, man, I feel so bad. Oh. Looking back at me! Looking back now, when I first arrived here in February, which was a very cold month. Oh man, that first look. My becoming a lawyer just seemed to be the way things turned out. I mean, I was trying to get a job at Mickey Donald's, but Mickey Donald's, wow. With Kazuma, Susato-san, and Mr. Holmes all gently pushing me in that direction. Man, I tell you. Oh my god, what a mess. I spent the best part of a year immersed in this world, but always aware of a seed of doubt inside me. Until today. Standing in that courtroom earlier, all doubts vanished from my mind. I was totally focused. I was sure of my belief in my client, and I was sure that I could see the trial through. Because I'm not an asshole. And at the end of it, I finally realized, ugh, the background going black, just these cinematic tricks, I love it. No one else chose this path for me. I chose it myself. Look at my armpit. The path of a defense lawyer, eh? Yes, that's what I am now. Defense lawyer, huh? Doesn't Edgeworth say that in Investigations 2? He says it multiple times, I think. That's what I am now. That's what I'll be going back with you to Japan as. And that's the path I'll be following for the rest of my life. Well, it sounds like you've made quite a commitment here. A resolution here. I have. Well, good for him, you know? Very well then, I must say, it's extremely welcome news. Yeah, like knowing what you want to do with your life, that's a blessing, man. You grab that and you go with it, man. I shall make arrangements for your return first thing tomorrow, but I don't imagine we'll depart for a few days. Well, thank God, because I wanted to go get that sushi one more time. Or wait, they don't have sushi here. Well, thank goodness, because I wanted to stop by and get some crumpets before we left, good lord. And all with the symposium having been cancelled now. Such a shame. Never mind that now. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities in the future. If you don't mind riding a plane for 18 hours, well then, I'll bid you good night. Good night, mister. I love that little pink slip coming out of his pocket. There you are. Are you coming with me? Please do. I can't leave you again. The way she's standing all alone in the distance, though, there's something ominous about it. I just wanted to let you know I'm back. Yeah, good. Glad you made it. Hey. Why do I have this horrible feeling? Did you, hear what your father and I were discussing? Yeah, I heard it through the floorboards. You guys talk very loud, you know? Sorry, I did, yes. I couldn't help, but... yeah. Oh, how much did you hear? Everything! From the part about Iris' real father, I think. Oh, so basically everything. Mm-hmm. Now. So you've made up your mind. You'll return to Japan and continue working as a defense lawyer. Ah, yes. I'm sorry, I really should have consulted you about it. I did want to earlier this evening, actually. But you'd already gone out. Oh, so it's my fault? I see how it is. No, that's quite alright. No, whatever. I'll get over it. I already knew it's what you decide, Naruhodo-san. You did. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did!
Oh, there's the look again. Susanoo-san. Ah, yes. I suppose this means it has to be farewell soon. I suppose. Are you really gonna stay here? Like, I don't know what she's gonna do. Maybe, I guess she was supposed to be Kazuma's assistant, so is that what she's gonna do? Yeah, there you go. Maybe I should try reading one sentence before I start asking questions. Oh, I mean, I know he's a brilliant lawyer, but he's new to the British courtroom. He'll certainly benefit greatly having a brilliant judicial assistant at his side. I know. I'll do my very best. I wish I could say it, but I just can't. Oh my god, oh no. The problem is he's like 24 and she's like 16, so it doesn't really work that way, you know. I can't ask her to come with me, after all. She was always supposed to be coming to Britain as Kazuma's assistant. Well, screw what you're supposed to do. It's growing late. We should both try to get some sleep. We can talk about this tomorrow. I'm sure you must be exhausted after today. Oh man, I'm so wired right now, you have no idea. Just look at how I'm talking right now. Can't you tell how wired I am? Before I retire, let me just say one more time. You really were quite splendid in court today. So if you ask me, anyone who thinks of you as a substitute or a locum should be ashamed of themselves. Wow. Thank you. Nothing more necessary than that, just thank you. That's good. Oh, where is it? Oh. We're probably gonna get on the ship, and then at the last second before it takes off, she's gonna come around and like, hey, I changed my mind, I wanna go with you. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Oh, speak of the devil. This is where the first game ended, too. Jesus, 7th and oh, so we're past those days now. It was the 4th, now it's the 7th, so we didn't get to go get those crumpets after all. I can't believe this day's finally come. Oh, what are you doing here? You're really leaving then, Bruno? God damn it. I'm afraid so, Iris. Thank you so much for everything. I don't know what I'll do without your wonderful cooking and delicious tea. Oh, I wish you weren't going. But you have to come back and visit. Say you will. Of course. I promise. You'll be like 2 feet taller by the time I get back here, but, you know. Well, it was a very brief reunion, but I enjoyed the tap dancing and all. It was a pleasure to pursue a case with you again after so long, Cletus. Don't call me Cletus. For a while, at least, it felt like old times. Yes, I suppose on reflection, there's something to be said for it. Having a little fun once in a while. Well, he kind of struck me as a fun-loving person in general anyway. I'll just go and say goodbye to the professor as well, I think. Alright, Iris, you do that. You just do that, I don't care. I don't care what you do. Honk. Well, your horn works, now check the lights. Hi. Oh god, okay, we got voice acting. Okay, god dang, okay.
I've just checked, Naruhodo-san.
Oh my gosh, oh,
Luggage is
she's so
already
cute.
on board. Such a beautiful morning. Perfect for embarking on a journey, isn't it?
Before I set off, I'd just like to say how thankful I am for everything you've done for me. And give my warmest regards to Kazuma, please.
Actually, I think you ought to give him your regards in person, don't you?
Sorry?
Ryunosuke.
Kazuma!
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Nice.
Do you really think I'd miss my best friend's departure?
Thanks. To be honest, I'd been looking forward to our wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's capital, but,
Well, we'll have to save that for another time.
Maybe I could just change my mind and stay here. Like, what have I got back there for my... I don't know. I mean, I guess Mikotoba's coming with me, but...
Personally, I'm looking forward to facing you in court again.
me too. But, we're both defense lawyers, so,
You made a pretty good
I'm
prosecutor.
going to become a prosecutor.
Oh, now I gotta stay.
I'll stay in Lord van Zeeks' tutelage for the time being, but before long, I intend to be just as formidable as the Reaper himself.
Oh, I see.
Actually, Ryunosuke, I have a favor to ask.
Stay.
Name it.
I'd like you to take care of this for me for a while.
Again? You're not gonna go and die again, are you?
Karuma? Why?
Because I've seen it now.
Oh... yeah.
I've seen what's inside me, the demon that reared its ugly head that day.
The fish and chips demon.
It was only for the briefest of moments. The last time I came face to face with that inspector. But it was unmistakable. I wanted to kill him. I've always known there are demons that live inside people. And now I know there is one in me. The fact that it very nearly consumed me is something I'll carry with me until the end of my days.
Yeah, I get that.
while I devote my life to fighting those whose demons have got the better of them. As a prosecutor,
So, that's what you've resolved to do, is it?
That's what you've resolved to do. Good lord, the resolve.
until I'm ready to face the demon within me, to slay it once and for all.
Is there really any slaying? Well,
I leave this in your care.
like, people are always gonna have desires, you know?
Of course I will. I'll keep it by my side. Always.
It's just recognizing those desires and recognizing that they're wrong. You know, as long as you can do that, then... As long as you're the one that's in control, you know, you're the one that's in charge.
Until we meet again, then. You have your path to follow, and I have mine.
You got your troubles, I've got mine.
Naruhodo-san,
Yes?
the path you're going to follow from now on, I wonder if I might follow it at your side, and unless I'd be a burden.
What? Really?
What? I mean, I would very much like you to come with me.
Sure you would.
But aren't you...
You're so predictable, Ryunosuke.
Mm-hmm.
I am?
Honestly, you never change at all. But that's what I like about you.
Your attention to detail.
You mean you knew about this?
It was the evening after Lord van Zeeks' trial came to an end. She came to see me at the prosecutor's office.
Really? Oh, when I had that conversation with Professor Mikotoba.
Mikotoba. So it was after that? Oh gosh.
So, you'd go with Ryunosuke back to Japan?
But I bet she wanted me to be the one to insist that she come with me, you know? She was probably hoping for that.
Yes. I know it's unfair of me to follow my own interest like this.
Coming here especially to tell me. You're a stickler for etiquette, aren't you? Well, what are his feelings?
If only we knew.
We've never discussed it, of course, and Naruhodo-san has made no such suggestion. I worry that perhaps I'd be a burden to him.
That's why you gotta be honest about your feelings, you know, because people will think that. They'll think that they're just a burden.
He's just as much of a stickler for etiquette as you are. He'd never say anything before he was asked.
Yeah. Freaking etiquette,
But
I
I'd
tell
feel
you.
happy knowing you were with him.
Aw.
Look out for him on my behalf, will you?
Of course.
Susato-san.
What do you think, Naruhodo-san?
With you by my side, no trial would seem too daunting. So if you're willing, I'd be honored if you'd come with me.
Yes.
Together we can take on the world.
I'm terribly incompetent, but if you'll have me, I'd be delighted.
Oh my god,
no,
I love this girl.
Not at all. If anyone's terribly incompetent, it's me.
Ah! What's wrong?
Your luggage, Susato-san. There's no time. The ship's going to set sail any minute now.
The ship's gonna leave without us. We'll stay here. We'll all be a family.
It's all right. There's no need to worry. As it happens, my luggage is already on board too.
Oh.
It is?
Well, wait, which luggage was he talking about then? Well, you like laughing.
Your fine judicial assistant has everything in hand as always, I see.
I hope there's no bodies on that luggage. Honk.
Bruno! Your ship's about to leave!
Oh my god. Ah!
Time to go then. Look after yourself, Ryunosuke.
And same to you.
Kazuma, draw your sword.
What? Are the two swords gonna come in from the sides of the screen and be like... Oh man, oh man, oh dude.
One day, when our paths cross, once more, we'll fight a duel of words across the courtroom. A day I eagerly await as a lawyer.
I've been waiting to hear you say that.
Partner.
Partners. Oh, Mr. Miyagi, this is gonna be great. Oh, there's a thumbnail shot if I've ever seen one. Good lord. I gotta stop talking about thumbnails and shit, man.
Don't forget me then, Kazuma.
Mm-hmm.
As if I could. Ryunosuke.
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not. That ship has gotta be gone by now.
And Mr. Sholmes, thank you so much.
Mr.
I'm very
Sholmes.
much indebted to you.
Indeed, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe you are.
I'll never forget all you've done for me during my time in London.
Quite. I should like to think you will remember your debt of gratitude.
Oh man, I wish these guys had more voice acting lines. Oh, it's so good.
Especially when I visit you in your country.
Yep.
What? The truth is, although many are ignorant of the fact, the world is far smaller than most folk realize.
You know, lately, it definitely is. Ever since the internet.
I'd be delighted if you came to Japan one day.
How about today?
Oh yes, would welcome you with open arms, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, that sounds wonderful! I can't wait!
In that case, let us conclude that this is to be merely a brief parting, my dear fellows.
My dear fellows. Ah, he said it.
And that brings us to the end of my adventures in Great Britain.
Pause.
A peculiar twist of fate brought me halfway around the world those many months ago. But that was just the start of my journey. Who knows where fate will lead me next? Still, I'm confident this won't be my last meeting with the friends I've made in London. And when we're together again, no doubt the first words I'll hear will be...
Objection!
Come, the game is afoot.
Oh wow, I think that was it. I think we just did it.
With our friends from the east, sailed steadily towards the distant horizon. But Sholmes' face was alight with joy.
The times may change, but a steadfast friendship will remain true, Wilson. We have but to gently close our eyes, and we are with our companions once more.
So I do just that. And when I do, I can hear his strong, familiar voice ring out.
Objection!
Until we meet again, Bruno.
Alright, I guess I was a couple minutes early with the objection. Wow, oh man, the presentation straight on to the final shot was just absolutely impeccable. I can't think of a better word to describe this game than just impeccable. Oh, so I would love to be able to write something this insanely good. Oh no. Anyway, I've decided an absence from London is in order. A sojourn in distant climes. The Empire of Japan, perhaps. I understand that wardrobe class incurs no charge whatsoever. Well, you'd fit right in there, I'm pretty sure. Test tubes. Yeah, wow. Oh. I can't even believe, like, when did I start this? It feels like forever ago. I gave a little note to Hurley the other day. It just said, "Thank you for everything, Daddy." But it made Hurley cry. Oh, and I gave him some lotion, I'd mentioned as well, to dye his hair red safely. But he said that might make him cry too, so he'd rather not use it. No appreciation whatsoever, I tell you. music. Yasumasa Kitagawa. Major props for the music, good lord. That one song that I keep bringing up with the violin and the cello and everything, it's one of my favorite songs I've ever heard in a video game. In those days when I was known as the Reaper, I was an asshole. And I still am. Once unable to bear the burden of that grim pseudonym, I even retired from the courtroom. Despite everything, I still wear your prosecutor's badge with pride. But the darkness that once beset me is no more, as you too are no more. In the words of a young foreign friend of mine, I must stride forward toward a brighter future. Straight on to the end. No, he never did smile, but you know, it makes sense though, because that's not his character, really. The boss left a note for me, you know, and I can read every letter now. A to Z, A to Z, the whole lot. They don't say Z over here, do they? It's cleared a lot of stuff up. The boss was trying to protect me, see? Well, she got the dog, so that's good. And that's exactly what me and Chief Inspector Toby here are gonna keep doing for Londoners. Well, major props for that, then. I only wish I could have said how grateful I was before you know. Yeah. Wow. It's not always a happy ending for everybody. But, you know, you move on with your own life and you do what you can, you know, while you're still here. You do what you can with the time that you got, and... Oh, Hot Dog Man, however... Gina, the truth is, I'm not the upstanding fellow you think I am. You might be a diver at heart, but it's a good heart. You've reminded me I need to be true to myself. Keep eating those fish and chips, boy, I tell you. I got one more job to take care of before it's ta-ta to London town for the foreseeable. And then, there they are. I gotta complete your education in the art of detection. Wow, that little eye twitch. Or that mustache twitch. Is there such a thing as a mustache twitch? I'm sure there is. But he's like mid-twitch right now. He would probably be mid on Twitch. Your Excellency, this man is accused of illegal entry into the office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Oh. How? I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Are they just doing a mock trial here or something? Perhaps I should have engaged the services of a regular whatever. Well, character modeling. Man, I love this little mix of all the different songs in the game, too. Oh, hey, you guys. Mama, is it true about Japanese people? Are they experts at filleting corpses? Yes, they are. Fish corpses on the whole. Great, I'll get started right away. I'd like to hone my own filleting skills. You don't mind, do you, Mama? I thought you weren't going to follow my path. Yes, I do. I'm not a corpse yet, am I? Well, nope, not yet. And I'm glad. Oh, well, that's good that they at least can still talk to each other. You know. It doesn't always work out that way, you know. Why am I getting all philosophical here? Good lord. You're not getting mellow on me, are you? Oh, I tell you. Hey! Here I am again in Great Britain on the invitation of my dear old university friend. He sent me a very nice letter saying he'd like to show me around now that everything was settled. But what have I done? I was so excited I picked this splendid hotel, and I can't afford the bill. Oh, Barack, come to my rescue again, please. I wish I could just vanish into thin air sometimes. Jeez, man. Still got that hole in his head. Oh, man. What a hilarious character that was. There was not one character that got wasted in this. Like, everyone had their role to play. This girl. Yeah, someone else mentioned in the comments, like, that now that we know that she knew what was going on, she was doing some incredible acting. Yeah, so much for that stupid-ass theory about her being Giselle Brett. Good lord, what was I thinking? For faithful reproduction of the Visage, there is nothing we test spells would not do. Well, maybe you can make a reproduction of, jeez, who would have thought, too, the first time we saw that in there, that was, like, the center of the entire story, just about. The centerpiece of, like, everything that happened. And I sure as hell never would have guessed that the judge from the first case was the one that did the mock killing of the third, whatever. Anyway, oh. Oh, man. Everyone, they call me no, I cannot do it. This is ridiculous. Oh, Daily, how charming. You've made lots of new friends here, I see. Yes. And when we're released, we're all gonna strike it rich together. Who would have thought? These three. Good lord. I mean, I guess, you know, kind of... Oh, excuse me. Damn. You just make friends in the most unexpected places, I tell you. And of course, when I was accepted on the foreign study tour, I knew exactly what path I had to take. And however it might have ended, I knew that I wanted you there to see it. If I'd ended up in the dock, there's no one I would have rather had defending me. But now, thanks to you, there's a new path I want to take. I'm sure we'll meet again in the courtroom, my friend. Till then, I'll leave Kadama in your care. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that happen. But thanks anyway. No, seriously, wow. Man, I'm just drinking Pepsi, and actually, no, I used up the Pepsi. So we went to Marco's Pizza the other night. We'd never actually been there before. It was a little underwhelming compared to Mellow Mushroom, but yeah, it's still pretty good. I made some tea, Naruhodo-san. It's important that you rest while you can. We're gonna be here for 50 days, you know. Once we arrive in Japan, you know, you should be busy establishing your new office, you know. I'm so delighted to be accompanying you, you know. After all, your talents have been recognized by a great detective, you know. Because you really are the greatest of lawyers, you know. A great ace attorney, some might say, you know. When did you start saying you know? You're gonna have to cut that out. See, they got that hole in the wall fixed, unless this is like a different room. Can we afford this? Oh, it's the doll from the shelf. Yeah, he brought it with him. And it had the other eye stuck in there, too. Oh, wow. Oh, that's... what a beautiful picture, and can't see it because the switch went into sleep mode for a second there. Wow. Got the cat, too. Of course. Now we have credits, so I can actually, like, give my parting words here. Oh, yeah, yeah, and the first game did this, too. Like, in the credits, everybody walks along their path. Ugh. I can't think about walking now, like, along a path without thinking of the end of Xenoblade 3. Like, the last... Oh, it's Susanoo in the man outfit, wow. She was pretty good at it, though. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I see he's got his top knot back. Good for him, I suppose. How long did it take you to grow that back out? Yeah, wow. Oh, just even seeing all these characters again, it's like weird. Man, it's weird. Like, weird? Is that the best word you can come up with? Like, seriously, it's... There's a part of me that kind of wishes maybe I had LP'd the first game. But I played the first game on my own time, which is why there's no LP of the first game on my channel. There will be no point to me doing it now, because it wouldn't be a genuine reaction or anything like that. Oh hey, more party members, hell yeah. You guys gonna follow me too, or... Yeah, I guess you are. How about that? There's Olive Green, not related to Selden, I guess. There's old silly face there. I can't believe I'd wait, well I didn't waste, but I spent like 2 hours drawing that thumbnail of him as a water hand. Oh, yeah, Queen Bee, of course. His dancing skills look cooler when you can see his entire body. Wow. Oh, Enoch Trevor. Who knew how important you were going to be. Gosh, but like I was saying though, like every character had an important role. Even the kid, you know, it turned out that he was... I don't remember now, but he was like the bohemian who like... was, oh, there she is doing the statue, of course. There's the two Wolverine ladies. What is he doing? He's drawing the background for us, that's all. Oh, Van Zeeks, you can follow us too. In fact, you can walk in front of me if you want. Oh, great. Wiggly Girl, Crazy Man, and the driver of that carriage. I kept thinking the driver of the carriage was going to come back at some point because he was so important to what happened in the first game, but I guess in the end, he wasn't really that important. Like, we'd already come to all the conclusions we were going to get from him anyway, so... But it was cool to see him again, though. If nothing else, then to just remind us, you know, that... of what happened. That's one reason why, though, I kind of wish maybe I had played the first game, or like LP'd, I mean, the first game, because it would make less sense to somebody who was just watching only this game. Because my paltry explanations for, oh my god, there it goes. People who can do that, like, are fascinating to watch. My mom used to watch them all the time. And she was always really, oh, hello. Mr. Jigoku, I mean, I still love you, you know? I don't love you. You just wish you were as cool as Damon Gant. He was pretty cool, though. Not gonna lie. See, he's clapping for me, you know? That's how I like to see it. Where did Holmes go? Oh, there he is. Do you want to go... Do you have to go to the bathroom or something? Oh, look at that. Oh. And one last time. Just for good measure. Man, I just love the presentation of this entire game. The cinematics and everything. I mean, I guess cinematic-wise it's mostly still images and things like that. But they really did about as much as you could possibly do within the confines of like a visual novel to actually get across what characters were feeling and what the tone of the story was supposed to be at any given moment. They really got it all. I would never be able, like, this game kind of made me realize if I ever wanted to make a visual novel, I probably couldn't do it. I would kind of suck. And now they're bowing before us. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go too hard on, like, all the shipping nonsense. They were just two really good co-workers, you know, who got along really well, who understood each other. And wow, that's it. That's the end. Holy crap. Whew. It's weird to finish two LPs this close to each other, because I just finished Mother, like, this week. And now... Oh, the Risen Resolve awarded. I don't know if there was any achievements I missed. There probably were. Let me press the button here and see. Yeah, I'm really glad I changed those outfits back to normal. I went back and watched, like, when Lucagen was doing Dual Destinies, out of curiosity, I went back to watch one of my videos of it, and apparently I changed their outfits in Case 3, and it looked so stupid! Oh my god. It's like, what the heck, dude? Yeah, wow. Options, special controls, select adventure. I think I heard that there was, like, I don't know, something... Oh yeah, under the extra content on the main menu, there's, like, escapades here. Oh my gosh, there's, like, a bunch of these. Jeez. Huh. Oh, crap. In the first of 8 escapades, Ryunosuke finds 2 troublemaking witnesses from his earlier trial. Oh, jeez, wow. This might be cool to do these, but I don't know if I would do them right now, because I kind of... Like, once you get it in your head that you're done with something, you kind of just want to say, okay, it's... You know, it's not that I don't want to do them, because I totally do. but at the same time, like, I don't really have anything specific planned for the Sunday, Wednesday slots. I might just do Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom every day for a little while until I do figure something out. Because, like, right now the two biggest, like, things that are in my head right now, which is changing all the time, but right now it's like Fae Farm and Sea of Stars. Fae Farm, I'm not really thinking I'm going to LP that, though, because I don't know enough about it. I would have to really, really study up on it. But then the same is true for Sea of Stars. Like, I could LP that. It would be nice and short, pretty easy. But I don't know, like, where all the treasure chests are or anything like that. Is the sun setting back there? Well, this has been the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 2 Resolve, or just Great Ace Attorney 2, whatever you want to call it. It's been an honor, and next time I do an Ace Attorney game, it's gonna be... Unless Ace Attorney 7 comes out, which it's sure not looking like that's going to happen anytime soon, but yeah, the next time I do an Ace Attorney game, it's going to be Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, so, or Layton versus Wright. I think Layton comes first, actually, but, well, I got the box here, I can look and see. It says Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I will do that someday, and it'll be awesome. But, once again, I don't want to do 2 of these in a row. Let's get a little crazy here. But, yeah, What? wow, okay. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging with me. I'm not going to keep you any longer here. I'm sure you got better things to do, so until next time, this has been Nintendo Capri Sun. See you on the flip side.